Standing by the window with a sweater on my shoulders, while the air inside this kitchen's getting older. The garden's turning gray where the white used to be, and I'm looking for the version of you that's still with me. I remember how we laughed when the blizzard shut the doors. I was happy being trapped as long as I was yours. But the season is shifting, the ice is turning thin, and I don't know how to let the April sun back in. Every inch of ground that's showing is a place you used to stand. Now it's just a patch of dirt and empty, muddy land, and I'm just watching the snow melt, inch by slow inch, feeling my heartbeat tightening a permanent pinch. Everything beautiful is turning into rain, leaving nothing but the skeletons of us and the pain. I wish I could freeze time, keep the world in the white before your memory washes away in light. Yeah, I'm just watching the snow melt and watching you go. The footprints we left are fading in the slush. The world is getting loud, I miss the winter hush. There's a salt stain on the porch where we watch the stars glow. Now I'm sweeping up the pieces of the only life I know. You said we'd bloom in spring, but you didn't mention the flood, or how the thaw would leave me buried deep inside the mud. The winter was a sanctuary, a cold and quiet grace. It hid the fact that you were already leaving this place. But now the heat is rising and the shadows start to shrink, and I'm standing on the edge of a world about to sink. And watching you go. The white is gone now, the grass is dead and brown. There's a river in the driveway, headed out of town. I'm shivering in the sunshine, wondering where you are, watching the snow melt. watching the last of you disappear. The calendar says it's the middle of July. There's a gold sun burning in a cloudless sky. People are laughing, walking down to the shore, while I'm locking the windows and bolting the door. I pull on a sweater to hide from the heat, but I can't stop the shivering from my head to my feet. The flowers are blooming in shades of bright red, but everything inside of me is frozen instead. The world is on fire, but I'm lost in the gray. Ever since the moment that you walked away, it's always winter in my heart since you tore my summer all apart. The ice is thickening on every word we spoke, and my breath comes out like a cloud of white smoke. It doesn't matter if the mercury rises high. I'm stuck in a blizzard under a June sky. The seasons can change, but I'm back at the start with a permanent winter in my heart. I look at our photos, they're covered in frost, a map of a kingdom that I went and lost. The coffee is steaming, but my hands stay cold. I'm feeling 100 years too lonely and old. The neighbors are mowing the grass in the lane, but I'm listening for sleet hitting my window pane. They tell me to go outside to soak up the light, but the sun feels like needles, too sharp and to blur the darkness. I'd rather the snow, because it's the only place your memory can grow. Yeah, the cold is a comfort, it numbs out the sting of knowing I'll never see another spring. It's always winter in my heart since you tore my summer all apart. The ice is thickening on every word we spoke, and my breath comes out like a cloud of white smoke. It doesn't matter if the mercury rises high. I'm stuck in a blizzard under a June sky. The seasons can change, but I'm back at the start with a permanent winter in my heart. So let the leaves fall, let the world go dark. I'm already frozen deep in the spark, just a hollow white silence, a world set apart. It's 2025 and it's still winter in my heart. Slow fades to no slow fades to slow fades to coffee's getting cold between our hands. We're tracing lines like borders in the sand. The television's humming just to fill the space. I'm looking for a ghost inside your face. You're sitting 3 feet away on the velvet blue, but I need a map and a compass to get to you. Oh, there's a distance in the same room, a canyon opening up beneath the floor. We're breathing the same air, staring at the door, but I've never felt further from who we were before. It's a long haul flight across the kitchen rug. I'm reaching out, but I'm catching nothing but a shrug. Yeah, there's a distance in the same room. Your phone screen is the only light you see, a neon wall between your heart and me. I wanna ask you how your day has been, but it feels like a sin to break the silence we're in. We're two statues carved from the same cold stone, together in a house, but dying here alone. If I screamed your name, would you even hear? Or has the static grown too loud this year? We used to be a bridge, now we're just the banks, watching the water rise, giving no one thanks for this slow motion crash, this quiet goodbye under a ceiling that feels like a heavy sky. Oh, there's a distance in the same room, a canyon opening up beneath the floor. We're breathing the same air, staring at the door, but I never felt further from who we were before. It's a long haul flight across the kitchen rug. I'm reaching out, but I'm catching nothing but a shrug. Yeah, there's a distance in the same room. Turn out the lights, leave the shadows where they lay. You're right here, but you're 1,000 miles away. 1,000 miles away in the same room. I check the clock at 3 a.m. again, tracing the cracks where the ceiling meets the rain. I told my heart we learned to lock the gate, but I'm still standing here, making friends with fate. I know the ending before the opening scene, but I still dive head first into the minor bend. I'm a master of the backtrack, a king of the relapse, building up the bridge just to watch the wood collapse. I promised I was done, I swore I'd find the exit sign, but I'm back at your door, crossing every single line. It's just my favorite heartbreak, my melody of regret, the kind of never again that hasn't happened yet. I keep chasing the fire till I'm nothing but ash, driving toward the light, waiting for the crash. Oh, I'm a broken record, a ghost in the street, just living my life on a tragic briquet. Yeah, making mistakes on repeat. I saw your name flash on the midnight screen and forgot every cruel word and everything in between. The way you pull away, the way you let me down, I wear those memories like a heavy rusted crown. One touch from you and the lessons start to fade. I'm back in the wreckage of the choices that I made. Is it love if it hurts the exact same way every time? Is it a habit or a hunger or just a desperate crime? I'm memorizing the pain like a song I have to sing, pulling on the thread just to feel the sting, just to feel anything. It's just my favorite heartbreak, my melody of regret, the kind of never again that hasn't happened yet. I keep chasing the fire till I'm nothing but ash, driving toward the light, waiting for the crash. Oh, I'm a broken record, a ghost in the street, just living my life on a tragic repeat. Yeah, making mistakes on repeat. I'll wake up tomorrow and say that I'm through, then I'll spend the whole evening running back to you. Same tears, same soul, same hollow defeat, just you and me, making mistakes on repeat. On repeat, I do it all for you. Repeat. I'm standing on the shoreline of the bed, replaying every word that we never said. The sheets are white water, cold and deep, while you're a secret that you're trying to keep. I reach for your hand, but the tide pulls back and leaves me alone in the salt and the black. We're sharing a roof, we're sharing a name, but the warmth in this house doesn't feel the same. I'm calling your name across the hallway floor, but it's lost in the sound of a crashing door. There's an ocean between us, white and blue, and I'm drowning in the version I had of you. I'm sending out signals I see your reflection in the window glass, watching the ghost of our memories pass. We used to be islands connected by sand. Now I'm a stranger in a forgotten land. You're staring at horizons I can't even see, while the current is carrying you away from me. Is there a lighthouse left in your eyes, or just the gray of these winter skies? I'd build a boat out of all our regrets, but the wood is too rotted and the sail is too wet. I'm sinking, I'm drifting, I'm losing the shore, and I don't think I know who you are anymore. There's an ocean between us, white and blue, and I'm drowning in the version I had of you. I'm sending out signals, flares in the dark, but there isn't a light, and there isn't a spark, just miles of silence and a heart made of lead, trying to swim through the things left unsaid. Oh, the waves are too high and the water's too rough. I guess being close just wasn't enough. There's an ocean between us. The water is rising. The shore is so far. I'm losing the map to wherever you are. Just deep blue silence, just you and the sea. The ocean between us, where you used to be. The amber glow is burning out along the edges of this town. I'm walking through the ghost of us while the gold is turning brown. The air is getting thin and sharp, it stings the lungs with every breath. I'm standing in the graveyard of a love that's bled to death. You were the warmth of July, a fever I couldn't contain. Now I'm just watching the sky, wait for the freezing rain, and it's autumn's last breath in a sky of charcoal gray, watching every promise we made slowly wither and decay. The wind is screaming through the pines, calling out your name in vain. It's the shivering end of the line, and I'm the only one who remains. looking for a summer face. Yeah, it's autumn's last breath in a sky of charcoal gray, watching every promise we made slowly wither and decay. The wind is screaming through the pines, calling out your name in vain. It's the shivering end of the line, and I'm the only one who remains. Fire's gone cold, the nights are getting long. I'm just a melody in a forgotten song. Autumn's last breath. Now the winter begins. I try to clear the clutter from the hallway shelf, trying to find a version of my lonely self. But your spare key is hiding in the velvet tray, a little piece of silver that won't go away. The toothpaste tube is squeezed the way you like. The bike is in the garage that we never hiked. Every corner of this house is a booby trap, tearing open stitches in this road map. I'm a stranger in a museum of us, watching every memory turn into rust. I wanna look away, I wanna shut my eyes, but the walls are shouting all your sweet old lies. And they're just hurtful reminders, shadows on the floor, the ghost of your laughter walking through the door, a half-empty bottle of your favorite wine, a receipt in a pocket from when you were mine. I'm tripping over echoes, I'm haunted by the view of 1,000 little things that look just like you. Yeah, the world is full of hurtful reminders. I can't find the blinkers or the blinders. I went to buy some groceries at the shop down the street, and our song started playing bitter and sweet. I nearly dropped the glass, I nearly lost my breath. It's a tiny little moment, but it feels like death. Even the weather isn't on the scheme, the way the fog rolls in like a fever dream, just like that morning when you packed your bags and left my spirit hanging in these heavy rags. I'd burn the house down just to clear the air, but I'd find your ring in the ashes there. There's no escaping what the heart scent on the pillow, the dent in the rug, the ghost of the person I used to hug. Just a reminder that I'm still here and you're still gone. Another year, furful reminders, they just keep holding on. The sun comes up like a neon sign, reminding me you're no longer mine. Been wearing this smile like a rented suit, but the garden is dead and there's no more fruit. I try to walk light, try to keep my pace, but I'm seeing your ghost in every face. The cracks in the sidewalk, the holes in the wall, they're just places where I let the memories fall. I thought I was tough, thought I was made of stone, but these four walls are a different kind of lone. And the bandage is peeling, the fever is high, underneath a bruised and a heavy sky. And I've got the bleed heart blues tonight, running from the shadows of the morning light. Every beat is a thud, every breath is a chore, since I watched your shadow walk out the door. It's a slow motion leak, it's a crimson stain, trying to find a shelter from the hurricane. Yeah, I'm tangled in the red and the black and the white, singing those bleeding heart blues tonight. I went to the doctor for a remedy. He said there's no pill for a memory. He checked my pulse and he shook his head, said you're walking around but your spirit's fled. I'm a hollowed out tree in a winter field, waiting for a wound that won't be sealed. I sell my soul for a moment of numb, but the ache is the only thing that's come. They say that time heals, but time is a thief who trades in your joy and leaves you the grief. If I could sew up the holes in my chest, maybe I'd finally get some rest. But the needle is broken and the thread is thin, and I'm letting the cold and the darkness in. And I've got the bleeding heart blues tonight, running from the shadows dancing in the neon glow, like you didn't lose a thing a week ago. Your laughter's ringing out across the bar, while I'm bleeding out inside this hollow car. I'm picking up the pieces of the glass, watching every happy couple pass. You look so light, you look so free, while I'm anchored to the ghost of you and me. Is it really that easy to wash off the stain, to stand in the sun and forget all the rain? I'm shivering here in the cold and the dark, waiting for a sign, waiting for a spark. Would it kill you to cry for me just one time, to admit it that losing us was a crime? I need to know I mattered, need to know it hurt, instead of being swept away like common dirt. Give me a tear, give me a break in your voice. Tell me that leaving wasn't an easy choice. Break down in the driveway, fall to your knees. Just a little bit of sorrow for me. Cry for me. I'm checking my phone like a heart monitor lead, waiting for a word that I don't even need. Just a missing you or I can't sleep tonight. Anything to prove that I was worth the fight. But your stories are full of the ocean and wine, while I'm drowning in a memory that's no longer mine. Are you made of marble? Are you made of steel? Did you ever even let yourself actually feel? Maybe I'm selfish for shivering in a room that's 85 degrees, while you're standing there as steady as the breeze. I'm pouring out my soul, I'm begging for a spark, but you're just a statue standing in the dark. I asked you how you're sleeping, you said just fine, while I'm tracing every ghost along the shoreline. There's a winter in your marrow that I didn't see until you turn that freezing gaze on me. I'm burning up in a fever of regret, watching you leave without breaking a sweat. Your pulse doesn't skip, your hands doesn't shake, while my whole world is starting to break. Oh, you've got a cold-blooded heart, a soul made of ice. You walked away once and you didn't think twice. No flicker of sorrow, no shadow of pain, just a hollowed out chest where the mercury drains. I'm a moth to a flame that was never even lit. Now I'm freezing to death in the middle of it. Yeah, you're a masterpiece of art, but you're falling apart with that beautiful cold-blooded heart. I remember when I thought your touch was a fire, but it was just a reflection of my own desire. You watched me fall like you were watching the rain, like you couldn't even comprehend the concept of pain. I told you I was dying, you told me good luck, like a bird hitting glass, like a heart that got struck by a lightning bolt made of absolute zero. Now I'm the victim and you're no one's hero. Is there a sun that can melt through that skin? Is there a door that can let a soul in? Or are you just empty, a cave made of stone, where you're perfectly happy being alone? I'd rather be bleeding, I'd rather be burned, than to have the hard lesson that I've found.